What's good, y'all? It's late, real late tonight. My wife is asleep. But something was on my mind before I closed it down for the night because I was about to go to bed too. But something was on my mind that I want to share with y'all. It kind of answers the question that a lot of y'all been asking me as well, but also me adding a little bit more. Probably know where I'm going at with this with the title that you're gonna see on the video. But I was asked a question: what keeps me going with what I do? What keeps me going? And I'm gonna do my best. I say this all the time, but I'm gonna do my best not to talk too long because y'all know I can talk. Yeah, the 5 minute conversation can go to 15, 20. I'm gonna do my best. But yeah, I've been asked a lot for a while, bro. How do you do keep doing what you're doing? And not even like financial, nothing like that. Just motivating. How you stay motivated? I've been doing this for about 7 years, seven, something like that, and it hasn't gotten to the stage that people usually believe you should get to when it comes to your channel. Like my channel goes up and down. Like I had a great video. It was a clip. I think it was a week and a half ago where it had 52,000 views. But then like another video would hit like 500 views, and another one hit like 10,000, and another one hit like 1,000. It bounces, and it is what it is. That's entertainment for you. Until I get that following that watches everything I post. You see some channels, whoever, like Doctor Disrespect. I love Doctor Disrespect. He has that following to where no matter what he does, they watch him. Until I get that, it could be like that, and it's fine. It's fine. But the point of it is, I was asked, with that happening and being in YouTube for so long, just not just in this entertainment business for so long, what keeps me motivated? Because a lot of people tell me that I would have quit a long time ago. And to be real, it's hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's interesting that a lot of people that I have met in this journey, earlier in the stages, I haven't really met people now, but in the earlier stages, they're not doing, for most 90% of them are not doing this anymore. They quit long time ago, and hopefully for good reason. I mean, if they this ain't for everybody, and I'm gonna tell you why I do it. But some people find better things, and that's fine. I hope the best for them, but I do miss that interaction we used to have because we used to have a lot of fun. But to answer the question, it's very therapeutic. It's who I am. Like I'm a gaming entertainer. That's what I do. I bring people to my escape. I find gaming as an escape from whatever it is in life. If you having a busy day, everybody got their thing. I have a few different escapes, but this is the one that y'all know. And this is one of them for me. The games you see me play, that's my genuine reaction. Who you see now is someone who enjoy what he does. I love entertaining through what I do in the gaming and the reactions. Every time every now and then I do reactions and the gaming stuff I do. Whenever you see me post a video, and speaking of that, it's funny because well, I'll get there in a second. I don't want to lose track, but yeah, I genuinely enjoy what I do. And if you know me personally, which a lot of y'all don't, which is not y'all fault. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not really the biggest one of sharing personal stuff. Y'all can follow my Instagram and all that. I share things, but you don't really know me because I don't share the like real personal thing. Every now and then I might throw a little hint of something that happened, but nothing too in detail for you to know. But I'm very more to myself. I like to keep that to myself for the most part, every now and then, but for the most part. So, yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, it's if you know me, and most of y'all don't, you know that I had, well, a lot of people, some people would know that I've been through, like a lot of us, a lot of different issues, a lot of different hardships, survived depression multiple times, survived, and when I say depression, I mean, I was, how should I say it for YouTube? I was, and not to get too personal in detail, but I was looking to escape, if you know what that means. I was looking to escape this world 3 times, and one of them almost succeeded. I the one that almost succeeded, you have never knew who I was on YouTube because I never would have been. It was before YouTube, Um, and a lot of different things. And I was in jobs where great paying jobs, but it tore me apart here. And it tore me apart here. A lot of families, like it's just a lot of different things, different subjects that tore me apart. And I never was one to find out what did I enjoy. You know who's like one of the first people in my life that ever asked, "What do I want to do in life?" She's asleep right now. She's my wife, and I didn't meet her till I was 20, 23 years old, um, and I'm 33 now, so 10 years of marriage, but going on there. But she was the first one. I never really was. I didn't know what it meant to do what you love. You know, I was always taught do what's necessary, and necessary is what other people believe you should do. Get this kind of job and do this, and forget your purpose, do this and do that, and whatever this or that is. Be with this kind of lady, be with these kind of friends, and people that really don't care about, they care about what you're going to do for them. And then when it comes to you, I wouldn't even say you're a second thought, you're no thought at all. You know, I was around that a lot, and I wasn't built up in do what you love, be who you are, you know, be who God made you to be, and go for your dreams. Like that is so like I never forget my wife now, but when we dated, she asked. I remember I said something to her about what I see myself doing until I'm 60 and before retirement, and she could tell that I had no. It was she knew it wasn't me. She knew I was saying it like a robot, like I was trained to say a certain thing, to live this certain life, and all this other stuff. And she asked me, "What is your dream?" And I'm not lying to y'all. I was confused as heck. I didn't know what she meant. I was like, "What? What do you mean? What was that?" You know? And she was like, "What is your dream? What do you want to do? What makes not just what you want to do? What makes you happy?" And I kid y'all not. If she was here, she would let you know. I had no answer. I did no idea. But that question woke up a lot in me. Didn't totally motivate me to get all the depression and the other issues I had going on out, but it did spark something. You know, like that light in cartoons, like doot, doot, you know, it was sparking. It wasn't there yet. It wasn't fully on, but it was sparking. But long story short, because it's a long story. Like I said, I don't want to get too in detail of other things, but this was one of those things when I survived. I had the last episode. I had my depression. This gaming was one of the things that I answered when it was asked of me. What my real name is Duran, by the way. Duran, what is it that you enjoy? What do you want to do? What would you like to see? And also something was brought up to me that I think a lot of us don't really think about, and that's the fact that we literally have one chance in this life. One. And I ain't gonna front. I can speak for myself. I didn't really think about that. And someone asked me, he was like, wouldn't you want to do it, you know, what makes you happy? Wouldn't you want to go the way, you know, the Lord made you to be, you know, be who he made you to be, do what he put in you to do, you know, the desires he gave you, you know, where you can smile when your time is up here. And you're like, you know what? I'm good. I lived my life fully. I ain't gonna front. If I lived the life I did before, I would have never. I would have never. I've been a bitter old man. I am not lying. I see some bitter old people now, and I'm like, that would have been me. That would have been the same way. That's why I don't bash them. I hope they get better, but I look at them like that could have been me. But anyway, gaming, and it's always been that way since I was a kid. I just never realized it. Gaming has always been that escape, that good time. Like I wasn't really one for going to clubs. I would rather get some food. I used to tell my mom this. I was like, I would get some Chinese food, a Pepsi, a game, and a movie, and that's my Friday night. That's it. I'm good. If I had old friends, I'd be like, hey, we went to the club, and these ladies, I was like, "What you do?" I was chilling on the couch, you know, got the neon lights on, had some Chinese food, had some, you know, a movie, play some video game. But I never realized how much that was rewarding for me. And it was an escape from the busyness that can happen, the responsibilities you have, and all this stuff. And when it comes to this YouTube, it was also something that I realized I'm meant to do. When I say it makes me happy, I also realize that I wanna. I see this as something. Whenever it happens, like it happens now. Like I'm grateful for the people who support and follow me now because I don't care what people say. Like trolls. We talking about my view count and all that stuff. 100 people is a lot of people. Put 100 people in a room. 500 is a lot. 1,000 is a lot. 52,000 is a lot. And I'm grateful for each one. They come in here and they see someone who genuinely enjoys what he does. He's a gamer. He's escaping. Let me escape with it. I had someone who told me that. He said, "Yo, I love your vibe. It makes me just." I just turn, I chill, get some chips, get some chips, and watch you play, and it feels like I'm playing. I like that. I believe that's one of my contributions in the gaming community, entertainment business, is to give an escape for either 5 minutes, a minute, an hour, whatever, and that's why I also believe I'm meant to be here in this business, is because one, knowing what it did for me, but also having the drive and the clarity of what I do for others. Because the funny part is, I think I shared this before, but I used to do this YouTube stuff. I used to do it before YouTube ever existed. What I mean by, and my brother he told me about that. I didn't even think about it until he said it. He was like, "You remember when people used to just come over your place and just watch you play games?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, man. You've been doing this before YouTube. You just didn't realize it. I think this is what you're supposed to do anyway." So like hearing stuff like that, but also having one thing that I lacked for years is a peace of mind. I have a lot of peace doing what I do. Enjoyment, peace, purpose. I have all three. I have purpose in it. I know where this can go as a business. I have peace with it where I'm not going into work, I'm pretty sure we all know what that means when we go into work and we're sitting there complaining. We complain before we get in the building. Or we're not trying to complain. But then we deal with the other people that's trying to make your life worse. And all this, we know what that is. And what did I say? Enjoyment. And I actually enjoy a job for once. Because this is a job. It's an enjoyment. But I do everything. I do all the editing. I do all the posting. Y'all know I post like 3-4 videos a day. Now I've learned to balance it where I do it 5 days a week. And the other 2 days I rest or do something else. Before then I used to be all over the place. That's why, and I've learned to, in this process, in this 7 years, I'm grateful. Even though I'm not where I want to be with it, I'm very grateful because it taught me how to, organize it, how to not be all over the place, how to give me time to, because I ain't gonna front. It came at a time where I was enjoying myself, but then I was leaning too much on the business side, and that's what I was doing it more than enjoyment. Now I've pulled back. I don't know if you realize, but, well, a lot of y'all don't know this, but some people ask me, how did you get a high sub count so early? I said, well, it hasn't been early. I've been doing this for like 7 years, but I had a 2K era time when 2K was actually hot and doing very well, and I was in there, and y'all don't see the videos now because I removed them because that was during one of my depression stages. I'm not gonna let me make this quick for those who was asking about my 2K stuff, who was there from that time. The reason I got rid of most of them, some of them are there. I just privated them, but most of them are gone because I was fake. A lot of those times, not all of them. That's why I didn't delete all of them, but most of them, I was fake. I was fighting what I actually was dealing with. These episodes I was having, I was bringing it to the YouTube thing and then putting a fake face on and fake emotion. I wasn't being real. Like, who you see now is what you see now is what you're gonna get. I'm happy, I'm peaceful, I'm good, all this other stuff. I wasn't that person. When I heard those videos again, it reminded me of who I was. And I didn't like that. I didn't like to have y'all watching someone who wasn't real. It was a lot going on. So that's why I deleted most of them. And that's why you see, like, the views you see now are not the same back then. It was higher, but that was the sacrifice I was willing to make to truly start over. Because I ain't gonna front. I understand why some YouTubers, they keep doing the same thing that they're doing on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, even though they don't enjoy it. I can understand why they do it because if they was in a good spot, it's hard for them to think about having to start over because it can be hard. But I believe it's necessary. I believe I don't ever. I got in this to escape what was of my life, which was do was what they say necessary, but it's destroying here. It's destroying here. You know, I wanted a full. Sorry, I wanted to start over fully, and 2K wasn't the reason I was what I was doing. I could go back to it, and maybe one of these days I will. I ain't gonna front right now. The reason I don't play is because it's just not fun anymore the way it used to be. But yeah, I just wanted to start over fully, and it comes with sacrifices. And sacrifices is I don't get the views as I used to. It's getting back. It's still slowly, like I said, it goes. It's like spikes, but that's not the first reason I came into this. Yes, I want this to be a successful business, but as the title says, gaming is also therapeutic. Gaming is enjoyable. Gaming is an escape, and I always want to bring that vibe when I play, when I hit record, when I post the videos for y'all. I want it to be fun, bringing the fun back into game. I used to say that a long time ago, and I wanted to stay that way, even as a business. Even as a business, I wanted to stay that way. That's why you don't see me go into political talk, identity talk. I love you for who you are. I love you, whoever you are. What it doesn't matter. For me, that's not what this channel is about. It's about enjoy yourself, whoever you are. Know that I love you, whether you like me or not. As a who I am as a creator, entertainer, as a person, whatever. I still gonna love you regardless. And I wanted to stay that way. I don't ever want to be lost again like I did when I was in the 2K era, where I started looking at the numbers and got excited and started focusing so much on the business to where I was literally the same person I was when I was back there, where before the YouTube thing. I know this is not. I come back here and start over with a different, better mindset where I can have a business and be in the right mindset doing it as well. And for those who are asking, yes, no, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say yes. No is not lucrative financially yet. I do have a responsibility that my wife and I have when the cameras, like when this stuff is done for the day. And we have our own business, which is good. I mean, I love it. We have I enjoy the fact that the Lord has blessed us to where we can do what we do, and we do it together. And then when this blows up more to where it can be more lucrative financially, then it could just be focused on this and so on and so forth. That's a whole different conversation. But gaming, the Lord has definitely used gaming as a huge blessing for me. I can't speak for nobody else. It's been a blessing for me in so many ways. Mentally, enjoyment. It's kept me out of a lot of trouble. Like, I'm not gonna get into a lot of personal stuff, but it's kept me out of a lot of trouble. Just stay home and play a game or something instead of, doing some other stuff. It's kept me. It's a blessing, and then it's also opened doors to where it can be a business. I mean, let me tell y'all something. If I didn't enjoy what I do, I would not be posting 3-4 videos a day. Trust me. I would post maybe one a day. And, well, if I didn't enjoy it, one, let me just be real. If I enjoyed it, I wouldn't be doing it. But two, I wouldn't be enjoying it as much as I do. Like, when you see me post 2, 3, 4 videos a day, it's because I enjoy what I do. And I'm looking for that video that's going to bring more and, all that other stuff. But most importantly, is because I enjoy what I do. Is it a lot of work? Yes, because I do everything. And anybody who does YouTube and does everything, you know exactly how much work it is. But I smile. I feel successful. I ain't deal with no drama. Even those who try to go in the comments, I've learned, like, especially doing it for so long, I'm really good at ignoring that. It doesn't. I laugh. I mean, a lot of people. That's another conversation. It doesn't really bother me. I laugh at it. But yeah. And one day, it is gonna and be this even more it's gonna be a even more better thing, where I can actually hire someone to actually help me with some things. But because it is a lot of work, and when you done it for 7 years, it's a lot. And have it. Did y'all see that? Something on camera flew right behind. Was that a dust bunny? I don't know. Maybe I was just looking at things. Like, it looked like, wait, right here, it looked like it was a dust bunny. Anyway, yeah. It's been a blessing, and it's been an escape. Gaming is great. I love it. It would never end. I I don't ever see me ever stop doing what I do. I'm always going to entertain people. I'm always going to game. When I have kids, if they want to, they can join me with it too. You know, I have a wife who's supportive. She's not much of a gamer, but she's supportive. You know, who you see now is a genuine person, and I love that, and it's never going to leave. I'm never going to, I had a lot of trials in my life, and one of the biggest blessings of having a lot of trials is you learn how to not have them again. And so, yeah, I avoid a lot of that, which brings more peace of mind. And there's other things in this life too that's enjoyable. We're just talking about gaming right now, but I found other that like I go for walks every day, almost every day. Like I have never done that in my life. I've done it now, and it's a whole conversation, like I said, for another day. But I appreciate every single one of y'all. I'm going to keep going. I appreciate when the channel has those spikes. Like I said, it be going up sometimes. Sometimes it goes back down. I look forward to when it goes up. It stays up. It'll come. It'll come. As long as I keep my mind right on why I do what I do, everything else I believe will fall into place. The Lord's got my back. Everything's going to fall into place. As long as my mindset's right first of why I do what I do. And I like I said before, we all got one life to live. How do you want to live it? How do you want to live it? Do you want to live it and having your dreams fulfilled? I do, and I want to have my dreams of my purpose fulfilled. All that stuff. I want to go. I don't want to be. I've seen this before. It scared me in a way, but I met a guy, and he checked out in life. He's like in his late 60s. Or no, he was older than that. But that was a while ago. He said, if I had your age, I would do my life differently. And he was a millionaire. And he said, I've done everything everybody else wanted. What I thought I should be doing because you get raised to school, job, home, take a trip once every 2 years, if that, all this other stuff. And he's like, I literally saw my life just pass me by. And it's hit me now that I'm at the last stage of my life and I have barely lived. I haven't done a job I actually wanted to do. He was like, cause he's like, young man, let me just tell you something. Just because something pays well doesn't mean you should be doing it. Not all money is good money. Get the good money on the things that you love. And that was personal for me. I can't speak for nobody else because, I'm going to be defending and trying to get all defensive. I'm talking, this is what it was told to me. And I knew it was a message to me because I was in a good position too, But I can get in a great position. I can get in a good position as well doing what I love. Now, are we going to get tested to see if we actually believe in it? Because sure, we can get tested. Like I said, I've been doing it for like 7 years. It's a test to see if I still believe in it. It's a test. But, I'm still here. I take it one day at a time. That's what I've also learned too. Take it one day at a time. One day at a time. And one day your big break's gonna come. And it will. And it'll happen doing what you love. Not you got a big break over a job you hate. So now you're like, dang, I hate this job so much, but at least it's paying. And then I end up being like that guy. I don't want to be like that. Cause he's checked out. That was sad. I was hoping the best for him. There's nothing you could tell him. It was like, you can still live now. It's really, he don't believe, he's checked out. And I was going down that route. So I can only speak from my experiences. So gaming is enjoyable, therapeutic, all the above. I can smile, whether if I'm in a high competition game, which I mostly play a competitive game, or just playing a story mode. Or, that's it. It's just as simple as that. So anyway, I wanted to share that. I know maybe I was a little bit, I was going to different subjects, but it all comes in full circle. And hopefully it answers the question that I've been asked about what keeps me going. And yeah, thank y'all for those who's been around from the beginning, from those who've been around for a while, who's been around 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, 4, 3, 2, 1, just now, recent, whatever. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I appreciate y'all. If I remember correctly, I think we're almost at 20K subs. I think so. Which that's a blessing. Let me see. Like I said, it's been a blessing to see things starting to, certain videos. You start seeing them. It gets higher than others, but just gotta work with it. That's one thing. I don't let it overtake me. Where I'm like, I see that one thing and I'm like, oh, so if I do no, just keep being me. That's the one thing that I do. I keep being me and just, you know, yes, that's it. Keep being me as I do this beat. Work smart. I already work hard, so I don't need to work harder. I work smarter. So like when I post 3, 4 videos, that's fine for those 5 days, and I take a break. You know, and when y'all see them videos, trust me, it's not like I work all day on them. Like I said, I got my wife and I got our business behind the scenes. We do something else, but yeah, it may look like, oh, he's doing this all day. I'm not. A lot. I'm doing it a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still stay responsible now. So until this is actually a financial lucrative business, I gotta, business still has to be taken care of. So I take a different route of how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do look forward to when this, it'll be a huge milestone. It'll be a huge milestone for me to see something that you love actually be the thing that you can have that will support your family. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge. I don't care. I don't need to be no billionaire or nothing like that. I don't all that other stuff. Hundreds of millions of dollars. If I could just freely take care of my family, freely move how I want to, be with my kids when I have kids, and take care of that. So I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get to that stage, that's gonna be when I get to that stage, that's gonna be a blessing. And anyway, I don't want to talk too long. I'm seeing it's almost at a 30-minute mark. I did good. Knowing me, I could have went for an hour because there's a lot in what I said. There's a lot more details in it, which some of y'all probably have questions about. I'm sorry, I just don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to get too personal. But I'm pretty sure y'all can put two and two together what I'm really saying here. But thank y'all so much. I love every single one of y'all. Like I said, supporter or hater, I love every single one of y'all. It's all love here. One of the things I love about my restart of how I restarted this is my attitude. Back in the day, it was because I was dealing with things behind the scenes. So whenever a troll or someone was negative I was always ready to clap back, and I didn't have to do all that. It was more because I was dealing with other things, and bringing it to here was not good. But one of the blessings of being who I am now is we got enough hate going on in the world. We got enough troubles going on and all this other stuff. And I'm not going to be the one to add to it. That's why when people try to add it to me, I don't respond, or I respond in a kind way. I don't go at people. And that'll never be. We got enough drama. We got reality TV shows showing so much drama. But yeah, that's one thing I'm glad about my change. And I go in front checking. What's the right word for YouTube? Deletion, surviving that when it almost worked. I don't want to go in detail what that situation was. Maybe one day. I'm not guaranteeing it. Maybe one day. Because that's a very that's a very dark place in my life. All three of them were, but that one especially. But that one almost succeeded. But when that thing happened, a lot of things, my mindset, my motivation, my priorities, it changed. Because I'll tell you one thing: if you survive something as crazy as that, almost anything. But I'm just gonna keep personal. When you survive something like that, you have to change things, even if it don't sound normal. You have to change it, because obviously doing it that way that people call normal, whatever that normal is, obviously that's the result. And so you got to change it. So what those personal things in my life that I changed here and outwardly, I changed, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been a blessing. I thank the Lord for it. And I thank y'all all the time. I really do. If I don't get to every comment, like I said, I'm sorry. One of the things that helps, I don't go in the comment section too much. I do go to the comment section. All right, I'll tell y'all this. Whenever I post a video, I give it like an hour or two, of looking at comments to see if anybody comment. After that, I could or could not see the comments, but sometimes I do go back and see. But due to a lot of toxicity in this business, I don't like want to live on the comment section, but I do in the first 2 hours of posting it, keep it on just to see it. Well, I keep it's always on, but yeah, I pay more attention. I'll say it in the first 2 hours. And another thing, it's not my process. YouTube thing, this is so out of subject, but I don't know what it is. Some people are saying their comments not showing up. That's not me. I haven't deleted a. I mean, that's been like 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I deleted a comment, something like that. So, and that was because it was actually that person was saying some crazy stuff. Not to me, but just to everybody. But yeah. So that's not me. That's a YouTube thing. Maybe it'll get fixed. I don't know. I'm not in charge up there. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all have a good night. See ya.